Oh, good morning.
Yes, morning. How are you doing this morning?
Not too bad.
Great. Welcome once again to AgroBuzz. Now, before we get into career possibilities at the Fisheries Division, can you tell me a little about the role and function of that division, how important it is?
Well, it's multifaceted. I do know. Well, one of the major things we do is to regulate the industry. But of course, all of that entails not only enforcement and making sure that fishers fish the way they're supposed to fish and have the proper met size and lighting on the boat and all. We engage in research, we engage in extension work, we look at all of the various aspects that lead to the resilience of fishing and aquaculture communities. That's where we are moving into now. Long gone are the days when we just said, here's your license, go and fish, and that's it.
Okay.
We look at life skills, not as developed as we want it to be, but we look at things like what affects the fishers, what affects the community, affects the environment, upon which, and when I say the environment, I mean the aquatic environment. That's just, rivers and that sort of thing. So it's widespread.
I see that's a lot of work. So what's the staff complement in your division?
Unfortunately, we don't have enough. We have two branches. We have the marine branch and the aquaculture branch. And I think the name speaks for themselves. The marine branch focuses more on the captive fishery side of things. Mostly looking at the marine environment, and the aquaculture branch looks at culture things like tilapia. We're moving on that just now. At this juncture, we only have about 126 full staff. Of course, we have stations across. Most people know that we have extension offices and stations across in every parish. Where we have extension officers, and we also distribute outboard motor fuel to the sector.
Okay. Well, you have told me about lots and lots of different areas that you give me a good overview. So, some of the job functions now in the division. How do you do all of this work? What do you have to do?
Well, separate and apart from the other areas, the accounting functions and the administrative and secretarial functions in terms of the attendance and that sort of thing. I'm not going to focus on that because that is more a common thread among most organizations. I'm going to be looking more on the technical side of things. And again, as a civil servant and the way we are structured at this juncture, let me look at the marine side of things, or the capture fishery side of things. We do have what we call fisheries officers that are really, again, engaged in multidisciplinary things. Have to be looking at the whole suite of issues, including enforcement issues. So we have a stream of technical officers that require various qualifications, stemming from just PhD to at least a first degree.
What kind of training, and tell me some more about the qualifications you're talking about for a fisheries officer, for instance?
Well, for a fisheries officer, which is the more qualified professional officer, and I shouldn't describe it that way at all. That level would require at least a first degree. That is a more senior officer that would be involved in the policy development or assist in the policy development and more of the proposal writing and supervising the research work, developmental work and that sort of thing.
What is this?
So these officers then would have to have university training. Okay. Which is just a start. Most of the training is really on the job. And one thing that people must understand, even though documents, and I'm not going to try and cast a wall over people's eyes. I mean, the level of salary is not as the private sector and other places. But there's a lot of opportunity to learn. In the Fisheries Division, we are very close to our technical colleagues in the region and globally. Okay. And many of our officers have opportunities for scholarships to go to various parts of the world. Right now we have officers going to Iceland, we have officers going to Australia. Wow. And this is to learn. Yes. And indeed to impact the economy. Not as bad as we think, let me just make that clear right now. People think that we are this little country and we don't have people. But we are not as bad as we think. Not at all. But I tell you, it's a lot of work, trying to, and the part of this work is to engage with stakeholders. That's the heart of it. Understanding the technical skills that you have in your biochemistry and your mathematics. And let me just get this clear. A lot of people think that in order to be a fisheries officer, you must have some degree in biology or fisheries. That is important, yes. But I tell people all the while that fisheries stock assessment is highly mathematical. Yes.
Okay, okay.
If you don't know about the kind of stock assessment, there's a lot of statistics and a lot of work. And we have things called fisheries sociology, we have things called fisheries economics, and even fisheries law.
Okay.
There's scope for everybody but right now the way we are structured. And I think most people have heard that we are modernizing, we're turning into an authority. We're going to have a more institutional structure, institutional framework with the requisite capacity to deal with a whole suite of things. Right now, we're nowhere near that type of capacity.
Okay. But very quickly, Mr. Kong, just tell us why. I mean, you say you need a lot more people in there. Just encourage young persons why they could choose a career in fisheries and aquaculture industry.
Well, this type of work is not one of your normal job. It's not a thing where you sit in an office and you have a routine thing. This is exciting, and we are moving on to new frontiers.
Yes.
You have the entire 274,000 square kilometers of marine space that is under your watch. You have to develop mechanisms and policies and plans that is going to manage this thing properly. What we're talking about, is employment for thousands of Jamaicans. What we're talking about is a system that will have that will down to food and nutritional security for the country.
That's right.
That's what we're talking about.
Very important. Yes.
A lot of people forget that Jamaica is an archipelagic state, and the mainland Jamaica is surrounded by water. And what we do at Fisheries is play our part in ensuring that we have a well-managed marine environment.
Absolutely.
That won't come in and take over.
That's right.
Mainland Jamaica and all of us before it's time.
All right. I want to thank you so much, Andre Kong, Director of Fisheries, to give us some more insight of why young people should try this industry as well. Have a great day. Continue to have a great day.
Yeah, same to you.
Right. Very special guest this morning, Mr. Andre Kong, Director of Fisheries in the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. And remember that the Fisheries Division of the Ministry and Fisheries provides a wide range of services to the fisheries and aquaculture industry in Jamaica. It is also a sector that offers interesting career opportunities. To find out more about the Fisheries Division and other career options in the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, visit the Ministry's website, www.moa.gov.jm. And don't forget to support our farmers and help make agriculture sustainable by eating what we grow.
I'm a proud to be a Jamaican.